Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Finance and General Purposes meeting here at the Greenhouse on Tuesday, the 11th of November. I'd like to welcome everybody to the meeting, and we'll move on to agenda item 1, which is housekeeping. Please ensure mobile phones are on silent or switched off, and we have no fire drills expected this evening. So if we hear the fire drills, we have to leave the building. If we can move on to item 2, apologies for absence, please.
Yeah, we've got apologies for absence from James Kane, and that's the only ones we've got tonight.
Okay, no problem. Is James at work? Yes. Is everybody happy to approve the apologies for James, Councillor Kane? Yeah. We move on to number 3, which is declarations of interest. Do any members have anything to declare on any of the agenda items this evening?
Might have, is it yes or no?
I've got one myth from Christine. I think we decided that although you would declare an interest, you wouldn't leave.
Yeah.
Because you're not actually running the project.
Right.
Before we move on to the rest of the evening, unfortunately, the meeting that should have taken place before this one, the HR and Policies Committee, we weren't for it. There were several members had unfortunately put apologies in. So there are several items that we're going to move from the HR meeting into this meeting. If anybody has any objections to those.
There'll be some staffing issues and St Joseph's House.
Is everybody okay with that?
Yeah.
Really, that was part of 4. Yeah. So do we have any other announcements at all? I don't have any. No. Okay, that's fine. So we move on to public participation. Obviously, we don't have any members of the public present this evening. Have we had any letters or anything? So we move on to number 6, which is the confirmation of the previous minutes for the meeting held on 14th of October. Finance and General Purposes. Obviously, we're to approve as a correct record. So you second it, and is everybody else happy to approve those? Yeah. Okay. Next, we move on to number 7, which is accounts for payments and bank reconciliation. Obviously, we have the accounts for October 2025 in attachments B, C, and D. Schedule of payments, schedule of receipts, and bank reconciliation and bank balances. Does anybody have any questions or queries relating to those? I think that's a no. Yeah, that should be okay. Obviously, we're to approve the payments and accounts for October 2025 and to note the reconciliation for October 2025. Anybody got it? Do we have to know? Okay, can I just have a quick show of hands that everybody's happy to do that? Okay. So we'll bring our rules for that to number 8, the internal audit report. That's attachment E. So the committee is requested to receive the internal audit to note for assurance in all audit areas and consider any further actions are required. Does anybody have a read of those? The 4 items underneath were the ones that was looked at this time. Yes. If anybody's got any questions, or we're happy to receive those and note them. Everybody happy with that? Yeah. Move on to number 9, which is a members' initiative funds, and we have obviously the mid 26, which is the ambient thing. And we also have another 2 to the table this evening, but unfortunately haven't managed to get onto the. So if everyone's happy that we look at all 3 of them,
You say the left and the gender one there. Chair, can I just say the MIF 26 and the proposal were submitted by Brian Stewart. This was the same MIF as previously submitted by Alison Ford for the same project. What they didn't realise was that we could have submitted them both together, so that's how we're seeing them separately.
Is everybody happy with that? So basically, 2 lots of just both councillors have decided to contribute.
Yes.
Contribute to this.
So the first one is already passed.
Okay. Is everybody happy with that one? We'll give them the call for. Right. If we want to set one, then the one for the Christmas kindness, St Joseph's Catholic Primary School. Everybody happy with that one? And again, the optional magical Christmas craft one.
Are you allowed to get outside the wall?
You are allowed to go outside your wall, yeah.
You can,
Yeah.
Right. Right.
Yeah. It's in the policy that you are allowed. Yeah. As it's for the benefit of Stanley.
Yeah, no, that's good, yeah.
So you are, yes.
I don't know if you don't have
It's not, I mean, the majority of councillors do choose to do things within the ward, but if there is something that, I don't know, is dear to your heart, or is something that you can, obviously in the Stanley area.
The reason being that there are children from James's ward that go to Oxford Youth Club, so we'll have a situation where you'll have children from that ward,
Yeah.
and that's why it's missable.
So all those three have been encouraged. Yeah, no problem. So we'll now move on to item 10, which is the date and time and venue for the next meeting, which will be Tuesday, the 9th of December, 6:30 in the greenhouse. Obviously, it wasn't going to be on this one, but we now are going to exclude the press and public, as we have moved some items from the HR committee into this one, and they're obviously of a sensitive nature, so we need to adjourn.